Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Halmich Park, right here in Warren, Michigan. It's a beautiful day for some softball. This is the Shelby Senior Softball League, and we have two of the top teams going at it today. It's Hamlin Pub versus Guns and Hoses. I'm Zach Bryce, and I'll be calling all the action today, and I'm joined by one of the organizers of the league, Ozzy Zamora. Ozzy, thank you for having me out here, man. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Zach. It's a pleasure. We got a real nice day here. We got two good teams. I think we're in for a really good game. And we got a veteran pitcher on the mound right now, Teddy Vanderputten. And Al Schneider looks like he's going to be leading it off. So we should have a good game today.
Yeah, I was going to say, as I said earlier, two of the top teams in the league. So this is definitely should be a good one. And you mentioned earlier before the broadcast, there's some players that are 70 years old, and you said something about the bat. What was that about, like a different kind of bat that they use?
Well, there's an official senior softball bat, which basically is, to simplify it, it's a little more lively than the standard bats used by some of the associations. And if you're over 70, you're allowed to use that sort of enhanced bat. And, it helps you propel the ball a little better. But supposedly there's not a big difference, but there's a big psychological difference. So if you're over 70, you can use one.
Nice. Yeah, that is very interesting there. And as you mentioned, we have a veteran pitcher from Guns and Hoses, Ted Vanderputten. He has a face mask on, and you mentioned before the broadcast that's definitely key, and it was definitely part of your guys' ongoing conversations about the player safety and stuff like that for the league this year.
Absolutely. Looks like we're getting ready to start off here.
And for the leadoff, we got Al Schneider from Hamlin Pub leading it off.
One ball, one strike.
We got a 1-1 count on Al Schneider.
Al can pretty much hit it all over, so you got to kind of be careful with him. Obviously, that's why he's leading off. He's a good hitter, good speed.
And good contact there, going into left center field, and it's going to be grabbed by the outfielder from Guns and Hoses. That's one out for Hamlin Pub. Coming up the bat now is Bob Turnus.
Bobby's another wily player. He's been in the league a while. He usually likes to hit it toward third and use his wheels to get to first.
Okay, yep. Left-handed batter, and as you call it, right on the money, Oz. Grounder,
Good job.
and he is out at first base. He was hustling down the line. Good contact there. But that is two outs for Hamlin Pub.
You certainly don't have a lot of time with Bob. He's still got excellent wheels, and he's a pretty good golfer, I hear, too.
Yeah, it seems like baseball, a lot of baseball or softball players kind of translate into golf a little bit, just the swing and motions and everything. But now leading off for Hamlin Pub is Tim Clark. Ball one.
You got to be careful
Clark
with Timmy. He's got the good power here, and I know he just got back from a tournament in the Smoky Mountains, so maybe he's a little tired.
And then right up to the second base side, and bad hop there, and he will be safe at first base. Hamlin Pub has a guy on with two outs, and now we got Brian Coppin at bat with two outs, trying to get a run home.
2.5, fellas.
We got a pinch runner for Hamlin Pub. Nice contact, and looks going to be a base hit there. He's rounding second, going to third, slides into third, and he will be safe. And now Hamlin Pub setting themselves up for success with two outs, have an opportunity to take an early lead. And this
got the second courtesy runner in the game, too, over there at first.
Yes, I did see that. So Hamlin Pub using their pinch runners early. You got Dan Werble at bat now.
And I believe you're allowed 3 runners per inning.
Okay. And base hit, left field here. Here comes Hamlin Pub. And they're on the board. Hamlin Pub strikes first in this matchup between the top two teams in the league. Great contact there, nice hit. Seemed like the bats are going early for Hamlin Pub. Now you got Chris Allen at bat. And it's gonna 0-1 count to Allen. If you're Guns and Hoses, yeah, you definitely want to get out of this inning. 2 quick outs. Now it turned to run scored for Hamlin Pub. It's going to be 0-2 count. And it's going to be strike 3. Or strike 2, excuse me. Contact there. And he will be out.
Nice play
At second base. Nice recovery there. And Guns and Hoses gets out of the inning after 2 quick outs. It is 1-0 Hamlin Pub over Guns and Hoses.
Yeah, it was interesting, that play. Ray's been in the league a long time, good veteran player. He never gives up on the ball, and you notice how he got down on that and then kept it in front of him and was able to backhand it to second base to complete the play.
Yeah, I was going to say he didn't quit on the play. He didn't get nervous, too. You know, sometimes in those situations when you bobble a ground ball, you kind of get nervous, and then, you know, your brain starts doing things that you don't want to do, but he's staying calm, cool, and collected, and got the 3rd out for Guns and Hoses and get out of that inning. Like I said, after 2 quick outs, it seemed like, you know, it was going to be a 1-2-3 inning, but then Hamlin Pub started hitting the bats and got a run scored. So now we'll see what Guns and Hoses can do on the offensive side, as we see Hamlin Pub, some defense already onto the field.
Yeah, their leadoff hitter, Dave, there's a lot of guys in the league, you'd be surprised, that have pretty darn good wheels, and Dave is one of them.
Yeah, we'll definitely see the leadoff hitter for Guns and Hoses, Dave Weebush, leading off for Guns and Hoses. Yeah, he looks like he was a ball player back in the day. Can still do it.
And the impetus behind the Guns and Hoses name is originally the team was all police and fire, and they've got a few other guys, but they've been in the league probably the longest out of any of the teams, and they've kept their core together, but mostly retired police and fire.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, that's always good. And our police and firefighter, it's all around Michigan, not just in Warren, but Shelby, everywhere.
Right.
Like, we appreciate the jobs they do.
Sure, and the teams are happy to have them in the league, because every once in a while, you know, if somebody catches a ball the wrong way, or you know, something happens on the field, we've got trained firemen here that know what to do.
Yeah, that's very smart. Absolutely, definitely have those trained professionals out here in case accidents happen, because they do happen. You know, it is life, it is softball, so anything can happen, but hopefully we won't see accidents today. Leadoff hitter for Guns N' Roses, base hit for Dave Weebush. And as you mentioned, Ozzy, he's still got those set of wheels, and great way to lead off for Guns N' Hoses. They got a man on base, so with no outs. Now you got Steve
Nicola, yes.
Steve Nicola leading off, and he is 70 years old, so he's using a special kind of bat, as you mentioned earlier in the introduction. So we'll see how that benefits him. Right up the middle. Nice play. And, yeah, no, everyone's safe. Everybody is safe for Guns N' Hoses. Got 2 guys on, no outs.
That was almost a little bit too slow to do anything with.
Yeah.
Good thing he had shortstop.
And now you got Ken Hammond leading off for Guns N' Hoses, number 15. And he is 70 years old as well, so he's using a special kind of bat. Contact up to the second baseman. There's one. Nice double play by the Hamlin Pub. Quick turnaround there. Like now you got Dave Weebush at third. Trying to get a run score, try to tie this game up early on. Now you got Mike Langford batting for Guns N' Hoses.
Another veteran player, got a good stick, a good batter.
1-0 count. And Nice crank into right field, and it's going to drop. And here comes Weebush. One scorer runs, and Langford is running all the way. Here he comes. And inside the park, home run. And just like that, Guns N' Hoses up 2-1 against Hamlin Pub.
And again with 2 outs.
Yeah, 2 outs, 2 quick outs, and just like we saw with Hamlin Pub, bats started coming alive, and now with Guns N' Hoses, the bats started coming alive as well with 2 outs. But yeah, Mike Langford inside the park, home run. Another hit there by number 19, Larry Mercer. It's going to drop. Number 19 with the base hit for Guns N' Hoses. Now Guns N' Hoses cranking the heat up. Seems like definitely turning the page.
Doug Sure, yeah, he likes to. He's a pull hitter.
Yeah,
99% of the time he's going right down third.
Yep, and he is 70 years old, so using those specialty kind of bats and
just foul.
Just foul.
Yeah, you can tell the guys using the enhanced bats, they all have a little bit of orange tape on them. That's how the umpire can tell the difference.
Okay, yep, I see it right now. Yeah, definitely good eye there.
And that has to be noted before the game on the scorecards.
Absolutely. Yep, definitely want to keep the game honest. Oh, almost got hit there. Sure did. And nice catch
grab
there by, what is that? That looks like Tony Cardamone playing shortstop with a nice grab there for Hamlin Pub. And after 1 inning of softball, it is 2-1. Guns N' Hoses over Hamlin Pub.
As we predicted earlier, it's shaping up to be a good close match.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the one key to that whole inning was both teams got 2 outs early, like very quickly, and then all of a sudden the bats started to come alive for both teams. That was very interesting there, but yeah, the bats coming alive early, and it's 2-1. Guns N' Hoses over Hamlin Pub, and got 2 of the top teams going at it. So yeah, this is definitely have the makings of being a good game today.
You know, that's what they say in baseball and softball. The third out's the hardest one to get.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that sure has been the case so far.
Yep, and then now you got Hamlin Pub starting the second inning. Looks like Tony Cardamone is going to be leading off for Hamlin Pub. Yep, I know Tony Cardamone. He's a good friend of our family friend, Todd Grace, who's also on the Hamlin Pub squad. Yeah, very nice guy.
Yeah, you may not know this, but I played together with Tony back in the 80s on Karis softball. So there's a lot of history in this league. The players really do kind of know each other. And sure, you know, when you're playing, everybody wants to win, but at the end of the day, everybody's pretty much friends.
Yeah, no, I definitely got that vibe walking in here today. Yeah, it just seems like everyone knows everyone. But an 0-1 count early on to Tony Cardamone as we start the second inning.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1 count.
Yeah, Tony's a strong hitter, that's for sure.
And good eye there by Tony. And here's the 2-1 count. A grounder to third. Nice long throw. And he fell off the bag, but kept a foot on it for a quick 1 out for Guns N' Hoses. Now you got Tom Allen at bat. First time we're seeing him.
Yeah, I believe he was
at bat
injured
today.
last season. He played some last season, but I think he had an injury at some point, but a lot of power here.
Yeah, it seems like he can definitely hit for power. And here's the pitch. Going to be a strike call there. 0-1 count. Pop up towards the Guns N' Hoses dugout. It's going to be 0-2 quickly on Tom Allen. Oh, nice contact there, deep into center field. Someone's got to call it, and it is caught into center field. Hopefully, yeah, thank God there was no collision there. But yes, there's 2 quick outs once again for Guns and Hoses. Now you got Joe Mirabli leading off for Hamlin Pub.
Well, let's see how elusive that third out is this inning.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say maybe change of the tide here. Yeah, Joseph down the line.
Just foul.
Just foul. And Joe Mirabli cannot believe it.
He's a good hitter. He can actually bat right or left-handed. Good hitter. Always seems to make good contact.
Yeah, he definitely got all that, but yeah, just foul on that one. Joe Mirabli, grounder to second, and looks like it's going to be base hit for Mirabli.
First base, please.
And 2 outs again. You got a guy for Hamlin Pub at first, and some pinch hitting. You got Todd Grace substituting for Joe Mirabli for base running, and now you got Don Jenkins at bat.
2.
Yeah, pitcher for Guns N' Hoses needed clarification of how many outs there were. 0-1 count.
Nice, baby.
And smack into right field, and it's going to be caught by, it looks like, Dave Weebush of Guns N' Hoses, and that is half the inning. No runs scored for Hamlin Pub. It is still 2-1, Guns N' Hoses over Hamlin Pub.
Yeah, it looks like Guns N' Hoses will be leading off with Mark Riley, a good left fielder. Good wheels, good bat, nice arm.
So he's definitely the player you want in the softball league, or any league really, when it comes to softball or baseball.
Yeah, he's certainly got all the tools. He started out playing softball, he told me, a little bit late in life, but it seems like he's fallen right into it kind of naturally.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he retired. I think he was a foot doctor, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, most of the guys out here, they are retirees, but
right.
With the age limit being 55 or over, it's hard to find a 55-year-old to join, because a lot of them are still working.
Yeah.
Every once in a while you can snag an auto worker that has a late shift or something like that. But
right. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, here's Mark stepping in.
Yeah, we got Mark Riley of Guns N' Hoses leading off in this second inning, up 2-1. Mark going to try to start something here for Guns N' Hoses. First pitch, it's going to be a ball, 1-0 count.
Yeah, Mark will usually hit it somewhere between first and second. He doesn't go the opposite way very often.
And pop up into center field, and it's going to drop. Yeah, they played a little too far for Riley. Gets on first base for Guns N' Hoses.
Well, that's one of the pluses of having good powers. You got your outfielders backed up a little bit, so those ones you kind of miss-hit, they tend to fall in.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you got Tom Reban leading off for Guns N' Hoses. Grounders to shortstop. It's going to pass through in the left field. Throw back in. You got 2 guys on, no outs for Guns N' Hoses. And now you got Pat Radeye for Guns N' Hoses.
Pat's a good all-around athlete. He plays a lot of different sports. Even does some umpiring, I believe, girls fast pitch in the evenings. But he knows the game. And pretty good directional hitter, although he'll usually try to hit it to the right side.
It's going to be 0-1 count on Radeye. And yeah, Pat actually recruited me last year when you guys had that tournament at Jimmy John's Field. Well, now it's UWM Field now, out in Utica, Michigan. So that was a great experience there. Now Radeye with the hit to right center field, and it's over the head. And here comes Guns N' Hoses. One run will score. And that will be it. But yes, Guns and Hoses strikes. And it's 3-1 now. Guns and Hoses over Hamlin Pub. But yeah, good contact there. Nice hit by Mr. Pat Radeye. And now you got Ted Vanderputten leading off. Using that special kind of bat, as we mentioned earlier, with the orange tape.
Looks good, Danny.
And Hamlin Pub has to get out of this inning. Got two guys on base, and nice snag there by the second baseman. His number there. That is Brian Coppin with the snag.
Certainly a well-hit ball.
Yeah, for Shelby or Hamlin Pub, excuse me. Now you got Ray Saraceno leading off. Ball comes back and hits the fence. Thank God we got the fence there.
You didn't bring your glove?
Yeah, no, not today. I should have, though, just in case. Back up the middle. And he gets him out at first. Oh, we got a pickle. We got a pickle. Oh, he drops it. And he drops it. Safe. And I was to say, some craziness going on.
He would have been out had the catcher held on to the ball.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they get the out at first.
So I believe the run is good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wasn't so sure what was going on there. Yeah, because he didn't hit the plate. He came and hit the batter's box. So I don't know if they called him out or safe on that one. All right, so we are headed into the third inning, and the score is 3-1. Guns and Hoses, or 4-1, excuse me, Guns and Hoses. So Hamlin Pubs definitely got some work to do. Head into the third. Seems like there's going to be some sort of a substitution for Guns and Hoses.
They're known for that. They switch off a lot of players between innings.
Okay, yep.
So sometimes they're not quite on the same page as to who's going where, but it certainly does happen.
And now you got Tony Sokol for Hamlin Pub leading off in this third inning. 4-1. Guns and Hoses over Hamlin Pub. Yeah, Hamlin Pub definitely has some work to do here. And whoa, great way to start off the inning. Ground ball right up the middle. It's going to be a base hit for Sokol. And if you're Hamlin Pub, that's exactly what you wanted to do. Down by 3 runs early on in this game. And now you got Doug Bretz hitting for Hamlin Pub.
Another fast runner.
Yeah, it seems like it. He seems like he's an athlete.
Yeah.
Be a 1-0 count there.
Doug likes to shoot it usually somewhere over the middle.
And he goes right field this time. And it's going to be a quick snag there by Mr. Weebush of Guns and Hoses, covering a lot of ground there in right field. He's made a couple plays so far in this game today. It's going to be 1 out for Hamlin Pub. And now you got Dave Whitkin leading off for Hamlin Pub.
Southpaw.
Yep, another lefty on this team. And a little blooper. And he's going to be out at second. But Whitkin able to make it to first. It's going to be 2 outs. I do believe.
Yep, nice on
Yep.
that fielder's choice. I mean, he was sort of pointing in the direction he had to throw it anyway, so he really didn't have a chance to go to one anyway, but got the lead runner.
Yep, absolutely. And now you got Todd Grace leading off for Hamlin Pub. He likes to smack it right up the middle, and it's going to be good. And here comes the runner for Hamlin Pub. He's going to be safe at third. So you got guys at first and third with 2 outs. Hamlin Pub trying to score some runs, being down by 3. Do something here. Now we see Mr. Al Schneider leading off again. Second time we've seen him lead off today. Trying to get at least 1 run for his team, for the squad.
Nice pitch. First time Al got under it a little bit and kind of just flew out.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, not a whole lot of movement on that softball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 count on Al Schneider. Looking for that perfect pitch. Definitely needs to get a run here. Don't want to strand runners. 2 outs. Oh, he smacks into left field, and it's going to be caught.
Nice play.
Great play. Lots of ground to cover there. But Hamlin Pub leaves 2 guys on base. And after half an inning, we go to the bottom of the third. It is 4-1. Guns and Hoses over Hamlin Pub.
I'll tell you what, Al Snyder smoked that ball pretty good, but it was directly to Riley out and left, just on a line. I mean, that almost left a vapor trail.
Yeah, I know. It looked good, sounded good, but yeah, Mr. Riley of Guns and Hoses right there to snag the ball and record the 3rd out. And now we get to see Guns and Hoses. They had a big inning in the second, scoring 2 runs to increase their lead to 4-1. But now we're in the bottom of the third here, and we'll see what the Guns and Hoses squad can do.
Yeah, you know, getting back to that shot by Al Snyder to the left, that's the funny thing about softball. There's almost like a great equalizer there. You'll hit a bullet at somebody, and they can't help but catch it or get hit by it.
Right.
And then
yeah, I was going to say, and it's a beautiful day, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast. I mean, this is like the perfect weather for softball. I mean, it's not too hot. You got a nice little breeze coming in. It's sunny. I don't think there's supposed to be any rain today. I know there's some games going on later today, but I think it's going to be an all-around beautiful day here in Warren, Michigan.
oh, absolutely, and the humidity's down too.
Yeah, the humidity's being down is nice. Obviously, this weekend it was quite hot. If you're doing any yard work like I was cutting the grass, and it was pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie. For Saturday cutting the grass, it was pretty humid. I think today would have been a great day to cut the grass, but yeah, regardless, beautiful day here out in Warren, Michigan. And nice hit there.
Leadoff man on.
Yeah, leadoff for Guns and Hoses. They strike first, and Guns and Hoses, they're just they're making contact now. I think they're finally finding their groove as we enter the bottom of the third here.
Yep.
We got trying to look for a jersey number here.
Johnny Zeppa.
Johnny Zeppa leading off now for Guns and Hoses. And as you mentioned earlier, Ozzy, a lot of these guys on Guns and Hoses, or a lot of them are retired police officers and firefighters. So that's great to see. Ground ball. It's a second. 1-2. No double play there. Well, he's going to be out at second. Nice play by Tony Carnamone. We've seen him a couple times in that situation trying to turn 2. I think he turned 1 earlier in the game. That time could not turn 2, but you get the out at second, so don't have a runner in scoring position there.
Tony is smooth at shortstop. A very smooth player.
Absolutely, yeah. It seems like it, and he just seems. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. That's why they put him there. And now you got a base hit up the middle for Craig Garwood. And now you got runners at first and third with 1 out. And now you got the leadoff man for Guns and Hoses, Dave Weebush. Sorry, made some plays in right field today, and he's got a hit. And that's why he's the leadoff man. Sets the tone for this ball club. Definitely Mr. Reliable.
I remember when he first came into the league, everybody called him Young Dave, but that was a couple of years ago now, but he's still got the wheels.
Absolutely. And nice contact there in the left center field. Going back, and he cannot make the play. Center fielder. And one run will score. Second run will score. Oh, my God. Dave Weibush is right behind his teammate, Greg Carwood. And 3 runs just like that for Guns and Hoses. And now it's a 7-1 lead over Hamlin Pub. That is, Guns and Hoses is up 7-1. Just like that, the floodgates have opened in this game, and now you got Mr. Steve Nicola leading off for Guns and Hoses with 1 out. Yeah, they recorded three runs there off that hit from Dave Weibush. Nicola smacks in the center field, and it's caught. And it'll be 2 outs for Guns and Hoses. And now you got Ken Hammond at bat.
Again, that was another well-hit ball, just almost right at the player.
Yep. And good contact there into left field, and it will be caught by Hamlin Pub. And Hamlin Pub, if you're Hamlin Pub, you're definitely relieved after giving up 3 runs there. But after 3 innings, we head to the 4th. It is Guns and Hoses, 7, and Hamlin Pub 1. I wanted to say the rock and roll band, but had to catch myself there.
It's a clever play on names, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Guns and Hoses, and we talked about it earlier in the broadcast, 2 of the top teams, and you see why Guns and Hoses is one of the top teams in this league, scoring 7 runs, 7-1. Hamlin Pub's got to score some runs, man. They got to figure something out. But yeah, we head to the 4th.
But that's the thing, being this is a 9-inning game, which is unusual for softball, but they play 9-inning games in this league, and you're never really out of it. The last inning is what they call the open inning, where you're allowed to score more than 5 runs. You score as many as you can in the last inning, but other than that, you're only allowed to score 5 runs an inning, or you can catch up and score 5 runs over that.
Yes, I do remember that from last year when I called that game out in UWM field. Yeah, that was definitely a rule. I was kind of curious because I'm like, why are they scoring? I thought it was only 3 outs, but yes, definitely the last inning. Yeah, you can score as many runs as you can within the time period. So that's definitely something to think about as we head into the 4th. We got Hamlin Pub, nice smack.
Oh, way to get over there and cut it off, Dave.
By Turnus, and Turnus going for 3, and he's going to be safe. Simple base hit turns into a double for Turnus, and that's exactly what Hamlin Pub needed, being down by 6 runs as we're in this 4th inning. But yeah, Dave again for Guns and Hoses, cutting it off, and that's why he's playing right field today, because he definitely knows what he's doing. Master of the game, a master of right field, it seems like so far. And Clark with a base hit up center, and here comes Turnus. He's going to score, and he will be safe. And Hamlin Pub gets 1 run. It is 7-2 now, and looks like Hamlin Pub is
starting to put it together a little bit.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely trying to get something going.
But you get back to how fast Dave cut that ball off in right field. I mean, that's the one thing you can't teach speed. You either have it or you don't.
Absolutely, and then cutting off, doing cutoffs like that, cutting off the ball like that, definitely a game changer. And now you got Coppin, Brian Coppin, extending his base running. Yeah, nice overthrow by Guns and Hoses, and now you got 2 men on. I do believe there's 0 outs.
Nobody out.
Yeah, nobody outs. So Hamlin Pub waking up to start this 4th inning here. And then you got a lead. You got a pinch runner.
Dougie Bretz comes in to run for Coppin.
And now you got Dan Rubel leading off. And It's going to be a strike one to Mr. Rubel. Try and get both of these runs in. Nice smack to left side of the field. And he will be safe at first. Nice hustle by Mr. Dan Rubel. And a run will score. Tim Clark scores the run. And just like that, it is 7-3. So Hamlin Pub climbing, trying to make this a game here.
Yeah, I believe he beat that at first base. That was a good call by the umpire.
Yes, it was a nice hustle play by Dan Warble, and now you got Chris Allen leading off for Hamlin Pub. It's 7-3 now. It was 7-1 as we started this fourth inning, but now 2 quick runs from Hamlin Pub. 4-run lead for Guns N' Hoses, and it's going to be a pop-up in the center field. And a nice glove basket catch. And the run will score. Bretz comes home, and now it's 7-4. And you got 1 out. And you got Tony Cardamone leading off. He's made some nice plays in that shortstop throughout the game today. The first pitch, and it's going to be a ball.
That was a nice sacrifice fly to get the runner in. That's what they say, though. You know, if you got a guy on third with less than 2 outs, make sure you score him.
And it's going to be a ball up the middle. 1-2.
Yes, sir.
Double play. And nice recovery there by Guns N' Hoses. But without damage, Hamlin Pub scores 2 runs there. So as we enter the half inning of the fourth inning, it is 7-3. 7-4, excuse me. Guns N' Hoses over Hamlin Pub. And then, I just want to take this time to do a little history of Warren, Michigan. So according to its parks and facilities brochure, the city of Warren, Michigan maintains 26 city parks. These parks range in size and amenities from small neighborhood green spaces to large recreational complexes with sports fields, playgrounds, picnic areas, and walking trails. So obviously Halmich Park would definitely fall under that category. You got a bunch of baseball diamonds as I'm seeing around today. And yeah, just another beautiful day here. I think that breeze went away a little bit. I think I brought my hat.
We're going to put you guys on camera real fast.
All right, sounds good. But yeah, it's a beautiful day here in Warren, Michigan, and now we are about to start this bottom of the fourth. It is 7-4. Guns N' Hoses with the lead. But yeah, that was a big inning for Hamlin Pub after being down 7-1 going to that fourth inning. They scored 3 runs, much needed, and now we'll see what Guns N' Hoses. Let's see if they can add to that lead.
And getting back to Halmich Park, this was actually part of the Charles Halmich Dairy Farm, and this land at one time was proposed to be the home of Detroit City Airport. Not wanting to see his farmland turned into an airport, Mr. Halmich sold it for a very nominal fee to the Township of Warren, which in 1957 became the City of Warren. It has since grown to Michigan's 3rd largest city, behind only Detroit and Grand Rapids.
Wow, I did not know that. That's pretty interesting there. Pretty interesting. And yeah, it's crazy that it was supposed to be the home of the Detroit City Airport. I can't imagine an airport being in this area. That would be very interesting, to say the least.
And, well, you stop and you think going back to pre-1957, this was, like I said, it's a dairy farm, so it was largely rural here. You grow up these days and you never picture areas that have since grown as, almost being like farmland and, the halcyon spaces, so to speak. But it looks like we got a little bit of a problem out there at second base. Probably came off the peg in there a little bit, but the grounds crew is right on it. They're out there handling it. But while we're on the subject, Jason Spiller, the new director of the Warren Parks and Rec Department, has really hit the ground running. I mean, other city parks were and are being updated with amenities such as splash pads, playscapes with special needs access, and many other upgrades.
Yeah, those splash pads are definitely going to come in handy, obviously, with the warm The summer rolling right around the corner. It feels like summer now, but officially summer doesn't start for another couple weeks. I do believe it's on Father's Day. So all the fathers out there, happy early Father's Day. Yeah, June 21st. So
yeah, I will tell you that there's no better place to be than a ballpark. You know, it's just it's fun for everybody, and you know, and some of you guys that are watching this video, if you still want to play, just keep in mind that this league has 3 divisions. We have a lower level, a middle level, and an upper level. So if you want to get out and get some exercise, we're run by a 3-person board comprised of players from the league. We can put you in touch with who to contact if you want to get involved next year. There's plenty of room. Everybody has fun. Yep. Oh, looks like they got the problem fixed out there at second base, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, our amazing grounds crew handling their business and get this game back rolling. And you got Guns and Hoses leading off in the bottom of the 4th inning here.
Mike Langford, good hitter.
Yeah, Mike Langford smacks it into left field, and he's running around second. And he's going to get a nice double there. Nice leadoff double for Mr. Mike Langford for Guns and Hoses. And now you got Larry Mercer, number 19, leading off for Guns and Hoses.
Mike moves well for a big man. He got around first pretty darn quick.
Yeah, he's definitely tall. Yeah, he's definitely a tall individual. But yeah, number 19, obviously, we've had so many, Detroit sports legends wear number 19. One of them is obviously Mr. Steve Eisman of the Detroit Red Wings, captain for over 20 years. And 19 is actually my birthday, September 19th. So 19 is definitely, I believe, is a lucky number. We'll see if it works out for Mr. Mercer here.
Looks like we just switched out Tony. I think he might have twisted an ankle a little bit there at shortstop.
Oh. Well, hopefully he's okay. Here's the pitch to Mercer. And it's a ground ball to second base, and it's going to go past by number 13, Brian Coppin, and now a run will score for Guns and Hoses, and they extend their lead. It is 8-4 now for Guns and Hoses. And Guns and Hoses is they definitely found their groove as this game has gone along.
Yeah, funny thing is, if you're scoring a bunch of runs, those little miscues don't bother you much, but when runs are at a premium, they can really hurt you.
Absolutely. They got an 8-4 lead. We're in the bottom half of the 4th inning in a 9-inning game. And that is going to be a fair ball down the left field line. And here comes Guns and Hoses. 1 run will score. And Mr. Doug Schurig gets a double there. I do believe there's 1 out.
Nobody.
Oh, nobody. No outs. Okay, so here comes Guns and Hoses taking advantage of the early opportunities here. You got Mr. Mark Riley. He led off last inning for Guns and Hoses. See what he can do this time around. It's going to be 1-0 count. Ball 1. Line drive shot to shortstop, and it's caught by Chris Allen of Hamlin. That'll be the first out of the inning. Now you got Mr. Tom Reban leading off for Guns and Hoses. And smack into the left field, and it's gonna be caught. And a nice tag up there by Mr. Langford. And it's 2 outs now, but you got a runner at third for Guns and Hoses. Hamlin Pub's got to get out of this inning. Now you got Pat Radeye.
He'll be looking to kind of lay one over there in right field to cash Duggan from third. If he gets that outside pitch, look for him to try and go to right.
And it's going to be strike one on Mr. Rat-Eye.
Good bat control.
Well, 2 strikes early. And there's a ball. It's a 1-2 count on Pat Rat-Eye. Pat Rat-Eye smacks it up the middle. Scooped up. And it'll be no good.
That's going to cost him a run.
And now another run scores for Guns N' Hoses. And now 9-4. Guns N' Hoses lead over Hamlin Pub. Yeah, could not snag the ball up at first. Tough play there, and now you got Mr. Ted Vanderputten leading off for Guns N' Hoses. And it's going to be a 1-1 count. 2 outs. Back up to third base. And he will be out at second. And Hamlin Pub relieved. Now the inning is over. We're heading to the 5th inning. Score is Guns N' Hoses 9, Hamlin Pub 4. I mentioned numerous times throughout the broadcast today, is a beautiful day out here, so hopefully all the players, myself included, Mr. Ozzy Zamora right next to my right here, make sure you guys are staying hydrated.
Can never have enough water.
Yeah, no. That's why I brought my water today, and then obviously, commentating this game, I got to make sure my voice is clear enough so everyone back at home when this is uploaded can hear me loud and clear. And it seems like there's a discussion somewhere to my left.
Oh, I think they're talking about the 12-foot arc. As you know, in this league, the pitch has to arc at least 6 feet and no more from 12.
Yeah, interesting fact that I did not know. You see, you're always learning something when you're with Mr. Zamora here. Like I said, one of the organizers of the Shelby Senior Softball League. You have any questions, you ask this man to my right. He knows what's up. He knows all the rules.
Well,
he knows what's going on.
Aside from our general league rules, we usually follow the ASA rules, which is the standard, I would suppose, for softball. And theirs is 6 to 12. And you notice the mound is 50 feet away, but according to our league, you're allowed to pitch from 6 feet behind that to give you a little better reaction on the ball.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Here again, it's a safety thing.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of softballs smacked up the middle today, so yeah, definitely a safety situation there. And now you got Hamlin Pub leading off. Mr. Allen, Tom Allen, number 7, leading off for Hamlin Pub. 9-4, 5th inning. Smacks it into left, and it's going foul, but it's snagged.
Nice catch up against the fence by Riley.
By Mr. Mark Riley of Guns N' Hoses. One quick out for Hamlin Pub. It looks like that was going to go way foul, but nice concentration, nice play there by Mr. Riley. And now you got Joe Mirabli leading off for Hamlin Pub. And he did not like that first pitch, and good eye there because it was the ball one. And Mr. Mirabli smacks into right and hits it to Mr. Dave Weebush. Lots of action over there, Mr. Weebush today.
I'll bet you at least 4 putouts.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah, he's definitely, I guess you can say, the MVP of the defensive side of Guns N' Hoses today. Lots of action over there. But yeah, 2 quick outs for Hamlin Pub. Gotta get something going here.
Well, that's a big part of softball, being able to hit it the other way. And he's certainly getting a work out there today.
Yeah, smack up the middle, and it's going to drop. And that's Mr. Don Jenkins for Hamlin Pub with 2 outs. Hamlin Pub is on, and now you have Mr. Tony Sokol at bat.
Yeah, there certainly is something to be said for being able to spray the ball around in softball. I mean, you can have your power guys, But if the wind's not in their favor, it can hamper them. But you got a guy that can spray it all over, and hey,
Yeah,
you got better chances to get on.
Yeah, you definitely want players like that that can hit for power, hit for contact. Seems like we see a handful of them in this matchup today. And Sokol smacks into right in between shortstop and second base. And long throw to third, and he will be safe. Oh, man, nice hustle there by Mr. Jenkins. Sokol, nice hit there, extending Jenkins to third. But, yeah, that was a beautiful hustle by Don Jenkins, trying to set up his team for success, trying to get some runs going. But with 2 outs, you got Mr. Doug Bretz here trying to keep this inning alive for Hamlin Pub. And that's a quick strike 1 to Bretz.
Yeah, Teddy's a crafty pitcher. He looks at where the batter's standing, and he'll adjust his pitch. He might try to make you reach for it or try to hit it over that back shoulder on you.
And Bretz smack into right center field, and it's going to drop. And it looks like 2 runs will score. And just like that, it is a 9-6 lead for Guns N' Hoses.
Nice 2-out hit.
Yeah, with 2 outs, Hamlin Pub scores 2 runs there, a much needed 2 runs for Hamlin Pub with 2 outs. Now you have Mr. Dave Wyken batting now for Hamlin Pub. Great concentration there. And a little softy to the right side. And nice cover there. And that will be the 3rd and final out of this half inning of the 5th. But Hamlin Pub scores 2 runs, 2 much-needed runs. Hamlin Pub scores. It is 9-6 as we enter the half inning of the 5th inning. Guns N' Roses will lead off there. So I want to talk about a little bit about this senior softball league. So this senior softball league has been in existence for well over 15 years and can serve as a model for other senior leagues. It boasts 3 levels of competition, as Ozzie Zamora mentioned earlier: the upper division, the middle, and the lower division. The league's rules and bylaws assure that there is room for everybody of all skills levels. At the end of the day, it's about exercise, friendship, and camaraderie, and we're seeing all those displayed here in this matchup on this beautiful Sunday, June 8th, 2026. Guns N' Hoses versus Hamlin Pub Softball Club, 2 of the top teams in the league. And now you have Guns N' Hoses leading off. Looks like Mr. Ray Saraceno will lead off for Guns N' Hoses. It's 9-6, bottom of the 5th. We'll see what Guns N' Hoses can do. First pitch, it's going to be a pop-up into the left field, and it's going to be caught in the infield. Quick out there for Hamlin Pub, 1 out.
Yep, he got under it a little bit. Ray's been in the league a long time. I mean, when I joined the league, he was already in it, but Ray, they would play him anywhere. I've seen him in the outfield. I've seen him in the infield. He's a good utility player with good wheels.
And now you have Dan Folcarelli at bat for Guns N' Hoses with 1 out.
Danny is the other pitcher for Guns N' Hoses. Very crafty. I played against him many times at the old Liberty Park.
And smack up between third and shortstop, and it's no good. And Mr. Folcarelli is going to be safe at first for Guns N' Hoses. And now you have John Zeppa at bat.
1 down. Let's see if he can move him along.
And it's going to be a quick strike. A little conversation there between Zeppa and the umpire. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, I think John thought that first pitch was a little high, and the umpire said, no, that's about the ceiling.
Strike 2, 1-2 count on Zeppa. Zappa, a good eye there, 2-2 count. And he smacks it to third base, snagged up. And there's going to be one out, turning two. And
Fielder's choice.
Yeah, only got the one out. Nice hustle there by Zappa. Seemed like he might have pulled something maybe, or yeah, might need to get a pinch runner there for Guns N' Hoses, but it'll be 2 outs now for Hamlin Pub. Now you got Craig Garwood at bat. Try to smack one out of there, but it's a foul ball. 0-1 on Garwood. And a 1-1 count there.
Just short on that pitch. That's a good 2-strike pitch, but
and smacks it to left field. Just foul though. Oh, that could have been dangerous if it was fair. Definitely 1 run would have scored, and possibly 2. Mr. Garwood. Almost an opportunity there. Then you got 2 outs. See what Garwood can do. He smacks in the left field again, and it's going to be foul.
Foul ball is 3rd strike in this league after you have 2 strikes on you.
Okay, yep, and that'll be it. That is the inning. We're done with 5 innings in the books. We headed to the 6th. Score is the same after 5. It's 9-6. Guns N' Hoses over Hamlin Pub.
Looking at my scorecard here, that was the first inning where Guns N' Hoses didn't push a run across.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was going to say all the other innings we've seen a lot of action. And going back to that first inning that we saw, 6th inning, yes, correct. We went back to that first inning, and there was 2 quick outs from both teams, and then all of a sudden the floodgates opened. They started hitting the ball again on base, scoring runs. But yeah, the 5th inning, the first inning where there was no runs scored, crazy enough.
Yep.
Especially how active and how well both of these teams are hitting the ball and getting on base and scoring runs. So definitely a quiet inning, but the 6th inning, we'll see what happens. You know, this is a 9-inning ball game today. So 3 more innings to go.
And I think the reason they go with 9 innings is a lot of the senior leagues in that, they make you play 2 double headers per day, which is 14 innings. We go, 1 game, 9 innings, winner take all, and you're done.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I think that's a good way to organize that. But now you got Todd Grace leading off the 6th inning for Hamlin Pub. I like that first pitch. It is a strike, though, for Grace. 0-1 count. Almost got hit there. 1-1 count on Grace for Hamlin Pub. Trying to get something going, down by 3 runs. And a nice smack there in between 3rd and 2nd. Todd trying to extend it, and he will be safe.
Oh,
nice hustle.
Barely.
Nice hustle by Grace. And some disagreements for Guns N' Hoses.
Yeah, a little bit of a bobble, and it cost him that time.
Yep, but the umpire called him safe. So Todd Grace with his great hustle there, he is safe at first, and that's exactly what Hamlin Pub needed to start off the inning. Now you got the leadoff hitter, Al Schneider, at bat.
And that was unusual for Kenny. He's got some of the best hands in the league. That was unusual for him to bobble that ball.
Yeah. You wonder if fatigue is playing a factor now. It's getting a little hotter as the day goes on.
Heat could be a little bit of a factor, but we do have a nice breeze going, so
yeah.
on that aspect we're good.
Al Schneider smacks into right center field. Nice pop-up. And who else? Mr. Dave Weebush of Guns N' Hoses making the play. Seems like that guy's everywhere, whether he's playing in the outfield, batting, base running, scoring runs. I mean, he's doing it all today for Guns N' Hoses. Yeah. But that 1 out there. First out of the inning for Hamlin Pub, and now you have Bob Turnus at bat.
I'm thinking he's going to be looking to pull here a little bit with a runner on first. He doesn't want to hit it to the left side.
And you called it correctly. Unfortunately, it will be foul. And just a couple feet away from our cameraman over there.
They better quit making Dave work so hard out there. he can't afford to lose any weight. He's quite slim as it is.
Yeah, I was just saying, almost another play made by Wee Bush, out in right field. A couple feet away from our cameraman, so hopefully he's staying safe out there. Hopefully he's staying hydrated as well. But 0-1 count on Turnus. Turnus smacks up to the mill. He's going to turn 2, and he's safe. Only the 1 out at second, but it is 2 outs for Hamlin Pub, and now you got Tim Clark at bat.
Yeah, Bobby's just too darn quick. He's just too darn quick. Plus, he's left-handed, so he's got that extra step already as a gift to go to first base. I mean, you almost have to hit a bullet at somebody to get him into a double play.
Yeah, absolutely. And, yeah, he turned that double play beautifully, or almost a double play, rather. Got the most important out at second, but you got Clark here. Foul ball into almost the other baseball diamond to my left. 0-1 on Clark.
Well, now they got a fresh ball in there. Let's see what Tim can do with it. He's certainly got the power.
Yep. Tim getting out of the batter's box, needed to adjust his gloves, it seemed like, or get his mind focused. Here's Clark. Smacks it up the middle, and it worked. Base hit. Base hit for Tim Clark, and you got 2 guys on with 2 outs. And now you got Brian Coppin at bat.
Here again, are we going to see a little bit of trouble with 2 outs, or are they going to get a 3rd out?
Yeah, we shall see. Yeah, 6th inning. Been playing for probably over a half hour now, so we'll see. And a smack up the middle. And it's going to be a base hit. And here comes Todd Grace rounding 3rd. And 1 run will score with 2 outs. 9-7 is the score now. And here comes Hamlin Pub Softball Club. You got Dan Warble at bat. And you got 2 guys in scoring position, or 1 guy in scoring position, with 2 outs. It's getting really exciting here in the 6th inning. First pitch strike.
Nice pitch by Teddy there.
Yep.
Kept it in tight on him.
Yep, nice inside pitch. Second pitch, a little outside, 1-1. A little short there, 2-1 count on Warble. And Warble smacks into left field, and it's over the head.
That's a burn.
And here 1 run will score, possibly 2. Here comes another run. And just like that, we have a tied ball game, 9 apiece. It is 9-9, tied ball game. 2-run RBI for Mr. Dan Warble for Hamlin Pub Softball Club. And now you have Chris Allen at bat. Getting really interesting here. And smack up towards shortstop. Nice throw. And he will be tagged out.
A little up the line, but tagged him out.
For the 3rd and final out. And that was a really exciting inning. But we go to the second half of the bottom of the we go to the bottom of the 6th rather. It is 9-9, tied ball game. This is going to be a very interesting game if it hasn't been so far. But yeah, we're all tied up at 9 as we enter the bottom of the 6th. Thank you. Yeah, we have things are different now. I mean, at one point it was a 7-1 lead for Guns N' Hoses earlier in the game, and now it's tied at 9. And now we got Guns N' Hoses leading off bottom of the 6th here. Looks like and we're bottom of the 6th here, and a shout out to our camera guys doing tremendous work in right and left field. I don't see one.
I see Don up on the truck over there too, on top of the truck.
Oh, on top of the truck, yes.
Getting the big overview.
In the parking lot there. Yep. And thank you guys so much for being out here and You guys doing great work today.
I'll tell you, Warren Communications really has their act together. It's very well run by Clarissa, and with Christie Labs and all her work, we've been able to bring this to fruition, and we're hoping to get more seniors interested in softball and get some more people out that want some exercise that still feel like they want to get out and run around a little bit.
Yeah, I know I came in today and I already saw all the equipment and the hardware was already set up. I didn't have to set up anything, so that was very nice of Warren TV to do that for us. But yeah, it's came in and it was already ready to go, and yeah, a lot of people, people from the production crew telling us how it is, and we appreciate that. So thank you guys for your work today. And you got Dave Weebush leading off, and he's going to stretch it to 2. And Weebush is just all over the place today. Yeah, I guess that's why you call him Young Dave.
Yeah, he's going to have to buy a different belt after this game. I think he's going to lose something off that waist again.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely getting his steps in, as all the young people call it nowadays with their smart watches or whatever they wear nowadays. Got to get my steps in. Well, I think Dave's got more than enough steps. Definitely looking slim there, and there's going to be a pinch runner for him, and that's good. He needs a break.
I'll tell you, that Danny that went in to run for Dave here, he's ageless. I mean, the guy can pitch, he can hit, he can run, he's got a good glove. He's just a great softball player. Like I said, I've played against him for years, and he's always a tough competitor.
Yeah, and now you have Steve Nicola batting, smacking right up to second, and it'll be a quick out. First out for Hamlin Pub. This is the bottom of the 6th, tied ball game, 9 runs apiece. Guy at second for Guns and Hoses. And you got Ken Hammond leading off.
Ball.
Nice inside pitch, called ball. 1 ball, no strike on Hammond. Hammond smacks into left field, and it's caught. Nice play there, quick 2 outs. Now you see maybe Hamlin Pub starting to wake up a little bit, both on the offense and defensive side. Scored 2 runs in the top of the 6th, and now they recorded 2 quick outs. And it seems like the theme here today is when either team has 2 outs, that's when the bats really start to wake up, and chaos ensues with the score running and the base running. So we'll see what happens here with two outs for Guns and Hoses.
Well, this is kind of what you call the meat of the order, so let's see how we do here.
Yeah, Mike Langford.
Going the other way.
Going right side. And it will be caught by Hamlin Pub. And after 6 innings, we got a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 9-9, 9 runs apiece.
I'll tell you what, a leadoff double and he doesn't score. That's unusual in softball.
Yeah, that was a very good job by Hamlin Pub to let that guy stay at second, not allow that run to score to advance the lead for Guns and Hoses. So great defensive job there, great pitching, great plays by Hamlin Pub, and now Hamlin Pub in the driver's seat as we enter the 7th tied ball game here. But yeah, beautiful weather today. Warren TV has us out here. Again, thank you so much for taking your time. We got cameras in right field, left field, and at the little box truck up there in like right center field, big box truck, getting the overview of today's game. So thank you guys so much for being out here today on this beautiful Monday morning, June 8th, 2026. Zach Bryce here calling the action alongside Mr. Ozzy Zamora, one of the organizers of the Shelby Senior Softball League.
We're going to have Tony Cardamone leading it off. He's looking a little hobbled here. He's kind of got a little bit of a hitch in his get-along coming up to the plate. I think he might have turned his ankle a little bit that last inning, which is why they switched him out at shortstop, because ordinarily you wouldn't take a glove like Tony's out of the game.
You're right, exactly. And now you got Tony Cardamone leading off. And I noticed that too. Yeah, he wasn't out there last inning rather, playing shortstop. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on that. Tony Cardamone smacks it into center field, and it's gonna be a base hit for Tony. And yeah, as you mentioned, Ozzy, yeah, that hobble and that leg, yeah, definitely something wrong there with Tony. And, you know, Tony's the ultimate competitor, tough as nails, but obviously you don't want to mess around when you have a lower body injury, as seems like he does,
Right.
whether it be the foot, ankle, or whatever's going on with Mr. Carnamone there. But he gets the leadoff single, and he got a base runner out there for Hamlin Pub. It looks like
Dougie Bretz.
Yep, Dougie Bretz.
And
Doug
he is
Brett's there.
fast. So
yeah,
hey.
great call there by Hamlin Pub. And now you got Mr. Allen at bat.
And here again, we got the leadoff man on base.
Yeah, Hamlin Pub trying to muster something in this inning to start off the 7th. And it's going to be a pop-up. And you got room. And nice snag there.
That hurts.
One out, and Mr. Allen not pleased with that hit. He did not get all that.
Nope. I think he pulled his head out of there a little bit.
Yep. No, that's definitely a hit he didn't want. He did not want. And now you got Joe Mirabli leading off for Hamlin Pub. One out. And it's going to be 0-1 quickly on Mirabli. And he smacks it left
Just
side
foul.
and just foul. Oh, man, that could have been dangerous for Guns and Hoses. One run would have definitely scored. You got Mr. Brett's out in right field, and as you mentioned, yeah, he's got some wheels on him. So one run would have definitely scored if that was state foul. But nice effort there by the third baseman for Guns and Hoses. Got Mirabli. Oh, smacks it. And it's going to be a quick double play there, and it seems like there was a hobble, and Mirabli stepped there. And that is the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. No score. It's still 9-9, ladies and gentlemen.
Here again, we get the leadoff man on base, and they can't push him around.
Yep, can't score a run. So it seems like both teams are playing, I don't want to say a little more conservatively, but they're definitely, doing their best to keep the guys at base and try to avoid scoring any runs. I mean, we're getting, we're at the bottom of the 7th now. We got two more, 1.5 more innings to go. So it's definitely that the game's tightening up a little bit from both teams.
Well, earlier in the game, everybody's thinking, well, it's a long game. We got 9 innings. And then as it starts to get later in the game, everybody gets a little more tentative, especially when it comes down to a tie or a very narrow lead one way or the other.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's definitely, it's crunch time now for both teams as we enter the bottom of the 7th. Tie ball game, 9-9. Guns and Hoses leading off. Seems like
it looks like Larry Mercer in the on-deck circle. They're coming up to bat.
Yeah, Mr. Mercer. Yep, we've seen him a lot today. Some good hits, some good plays.
Larry's another one of those great utility players. I mean, he's an excellent contact hitter. He plays outfield. He plays infield. He can pitch. So Guns and Hoses really has a lot of options when it comes to where they position their players.
And number 19, Mercer leading off for Guns and Hoses. First pitch strike, 0-1 on Mercer. Mercer smacks it to left side, bobbled up, and can't make a play, and Mercer hustles to first, and he will be safe. 0 outs. Good leadoff hit by Mercer.
That's the thing about playing third base. They always say you don't really have time to think. You either catch it or you don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why they call it the hot corner.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of balls hit towards that way today from both teams. You got Doug Schurig leading off. He did not like that pitch.
And my guess is Doug is usually a pull hitter, so he'll be going left side.
And right on the money, Ozzy, right there. It's going to be foul, though. Yeah, foul ball. But, yeah, good call by Ozzy. Pulled to the left there. I think that's what he wanted to do, but it was foul. So we got.
They always say later in the game, go with your best shot. And And Doug certainly does pull it.
And he pulls it again, right to the third baseman.
One hopper.
Yeah, one hopper, try and turn two, and he will be safe. A little bobble there, it seemed like. And a got a little discussion there. They thought he was out. Maybe a bobble of the ball.
It's pretty close to call. You got to go with the umpire on those.
Yeah.
I mean, he got out there and he made the call, and that's what you want. You want him to get out there and make the call.
Absolutely. Yep. So I think that's one out.
Yep, and we got Mark Riley.
Mark Riley at bat. Up the middle. And he's going to take the safe out at first. And it's 2 outs. And just like that, 2 quick outs for Hamlin Pub. And now you have Tom Reban at bat. Mark Riley there previously ground out to pitcher's mound there. But Mr. Reban at first, he pulls it to left side of the bag, and he will be out. And just like that, we are headed into the eighth inning already, ladies and gentlemen.
And Zach, that's 3 innings in a row now where they've held Guns and Hoses to no runs.
Yeah.
They've been dry the 5th through the 7th.
Yeah, unbelievable. The first 4 innings was just nonstop action, and all of a sudden the past few innings, definitely a more a tight-knit game between these two squads. But yeah, we entered the 8th, and it's a tied ball game.
Yeah.
9 runs apiece.
It looks like we got Jenkins, Sokol, and Bretz coming up for Hamlin Pub, and this is where that saying, bottom swing the top, comes into play. You get a few of them guys on bases, and you get to the top of the order, and you're in business.
Yep. So, yeah, they definitely got to set their teams up for success in this inning. But, yeah, the 8th inning. Definitely, I think this is going to be a very interesting inning for both teams. Tie ball game, so yeah, it's close. It is a close one. It's an exciting one. Thank you guys for joining us here today on this beautiful Monday morning. Two great teams of this league going at it. Great way to start off a Monday. You got Don Jenkins leading off for Hamlin Pub.
Third time up for Don so far. He's had a single in 2 chances.
Yeah, 0-1 count there on Jenkins. Jenkins pulls it to the left side, and it's going to drop. That's fair. That's a fair ball. Nice contact there by Jenkins, and now you have Sokol at bat. Yeah, one guy on base, no outs. And that's exactly what Hamlin Pub needed. That's how you start in the 8th inning in a tie ball game.
And you can't say enough how that affects the other team either. It's almost a psychological thing. They got the leadoff man on, nobody outs. It's late in the game. Let's see how Guns and Hoses responds.
Sokol, right up the third base side. And he's going to be out at second. Fielder's choice. 1 out there, but Sokol hustling to first. He will be safe. Mr. Jenkins will be out at second. Now you have Doug Bretz at bat. Definitely a speedster for this Hamlin Pub softball club. He's had a couple nice plays today. See what he can do for Hamlin Pub. First pitch ball.
Ooh, just missed.
Yeah, 1-0 count. A little inside there. And Brett smacks it to the right side of the field, and it's going to go through. And here comes Sokol. Rounding second, goes in the third. He is safe. Everybody is safe. 1 out, 2 guys on base. And now Hamlin Pub getting something started in this 8th inning.
First and third. So here's what you want to think now. Do you want to score that run for sure and maybe go for a sac fly, or do you want to try for a hit and extend the inning?
Yeah, and Dave Wicken definitely has some options here. We'll see what he decides to do. Looks like he's going to smack it right side, right center field, and it's going to be caught. Tag up, and a run will score. Soko scores, and just like that, it's 10-9. Hamlin Pub over Guns N' Hoses. And you got Todd Grace. Todd Grace at bat with 2 outs. See what Grace can do here. And it's a foul ball there. Pat Radeye with good reflexes there. So 0-1 count on Grace with 2 outs. And Todd Grace smacks into center field, and it's going to be caught by Guns N' Hoses. But Hamlin Pub scores. They get a run in this inning. In the 8th inning, we go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 10-9. Hamlin Pub, their first lead of this game. 10-9 score for Hamlin Pub over Guns N' Hoses. Bottom of the 8th. Hamlin Pub's first lead of this ball game.
Certainly been an exciting game. There's no doubt about that.
No, absolutely. And we talked about in the beginning, in the introduction, that these two teams, two of the top teams in the division, it was going to be a good game, and score says it itself. And what we've seen, the highlights, some great plays out in right field, especially when it comes to Mr. Dave Weebush for Guns N' Hoses. He's all over the place. A lot of action, pulling all over the place. So, yeah, it's definitely a very exciting game. You got Pat Radeye. Looks like he's going to lead off for Guns N' Hoses. And I just want to mention something about the city of Warren. So the city of Warren has recently dedicated a brand new world-class skate park located within Eckstein Park, and with 45,000 square feet of concrete, is the largest skate park in Michigan and features challenges to meet all skills levels of skateboarding. So all you skateboarders out there, come by to Warren, Michigan. You got a good old skate park going on there at Eckstein Park, right there in Warren. And Pat Radeye leads it off for Guns N' Hoses in the bottom of the 8th. Base hit there. But yeah, all you skateboarders, kind of crazy that's still around. I know when I was a kid, and skateboarding was kind of really big back in the day, and it's still good to see that's still around.
Oh, still popular for sure.
Yeah, especially with all the technology and the iPhones and the iPads kind of taking over. It's good to see skateboarding still as popular as it was. But yeah, nice addition for the city of Warren, getting the kids and the young adults out there. And it's going to be a smack into center field, and it's going to drop, and it's going to pass by Hamlin Pub, and here comes Guns N' Hoses. And then Larry Mercer, great hustle there, and we have a tied ball game again, ladies and gentlemen. 10 runs apiece. And you got, and then that was Ted Vanderputten with the hit, and now you got Ray Saraceno at bat. I believe there's 0 outs.
Nobody.
Yeah, no outs. And first pitch strike to Saraceno. But yeah, Ted Vanderputten scoring that, getting an RBI there for Guns N' Hoses. Saraceno smacks it right side, scooped up, and it's caught by Clark, and he will be out at first. That's the first out of the bottom of the 8th, but advances the runner. Pat Radeye out there in third, 1 out. And you got Dan Volcarelli at bat.
That's what they say. Less than 2 outs, make sure you get the run and let the next guy get the hit.
And Volcarelli looks at a strike. 1 out. Volcarelli pops it up right side in the infield, and it's going to be caught. going to be caught by Hamlin Pub there. 2 outs.
Yep, no secret there what Dan was thinking. He was thinking he was going to put it out into right, but he reached just a little bit too much and just caught the underside of the ball and resulted in a pop-up to second. He wishes he had that swing back. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he did not get all the power that he wanted under that swing. And now here comes base hit. Past the third baseman, Pat Radai will score. That was John Zeppa.
Clutch hit.
Nice 2-out hit, scoring a run, and it will be 11-10 now. Okay. Sounds good. And then 11-10 is the score now for Guns N' Hoses. Craig Garwood's at bat. Smack up the middle. Gets out at second, and he will be out, and that's it. But the damage has been done by the Guns N' Hoses. They take back the lead. It's been tied for a long time. Hamlin Pub had a slight lead there, but now Guns N' Hoses takes back the lead. We enter the pivotal 9th inning. It's 11-10 in favor of Guns N' Hoses over the Hamlin Pub Softball Club.
And Zach, this is the open inning where the players are permitted to score as many runs as they can. There's no 5-run limit in this inning, so we'll see what happens here. It looks like we're going to start off with the leadoff batter, too, for Hamlin Pub, Al Schneider.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that's a great timing there. You definitely want your leadoff guy to set the tone. Kind of crazy how that worked out. You know, obviously the first inning game started, you got the leadoff hitter. Now you got the 9th and last inning. You got your leadoff hitter starting as well. So, yeah, this is the inning where there's no 5-run limit. Obviously the 3-out rule still applies, correct?
Correct.
Mr. Zamora, okay. So, but, yeah, now it's kind of, I don't want to say a free-for-all, but it kind of is, though.
Yeah, it's open inning.
Yeah, open inning.
All you care to eat.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we got Al coming up now, and so far nothing to show for today at the plate, 0 for 3, but he's hit the ball hard every time, and that's the thing. It wouldn't surprise me if you get a squibber now that just goes through and you get on base. That's just the way softball works.
Yeah, I would say Al Schneider hitless today, but if there's a time to get a hit now, it's definitely this inning. You're down by 1 run, 9th inning, 11-10. Action-packed game here today between the top 2 teams in the league. But yeah, Mr. Schneider leading off this 9th inning. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a strike 1. And I was just informed by Pat Radai of Guns N' Hoses that their leadoff hitter, Dave Weebush, is out with an injury. So a big blow there for Guns N' Hoses. Definitely pivotal piece of that team. And a smack right up the middle, and it looked like he caught. It looked like he caught that in some friendly competition there. But my goodness, right up the middle. Oh, who was that? Ted Vanderputten, the pitcher, catching a line drive right up the middle. Nice play there.
Nice reflexes there by Teddy.
And thank God he had that that face mask on, as we mentioned earlier, part of the safety procedures of this softball league.
But, hey, I'll tell you what, like they say, first out, big out, and that was a big out in the top of the 9th.
Absolutely, and now you got Bob Turnus at bat, see if he can try to get on base. Yeah, 1 out here and a smack into, and it's over the head. And
Bob, he'll score if I know Bobby.
Yeah, right center field, and it looks like he's trying to extend it into third, and it looks like there's a little hobble in his step as well. And we definitely, get a pinch runner out there, or unless he's going to tough it out. But I would assume he would get a runner.
Looks like we moved the tie and run to third.
Yeah, here comes Todd Grace, going to be a pinch runner. Joe Mirabili signaling for a pinch runner out there at third. But yeah, nice play there by Bob Turnus with 1 out. Tying run at third, ladies and gentlemen. 11-10 is your score. Top of the 9th. Hamlin Pub needs to score to keep this game alive.
Well, if you need a fly ball to score the run, there's nobody better than Tim Clark.
Yeah,
it's either a fly ball or it's over the fence here.
Yeah, we will see what Tim Clark wants to do at bat. He's going to look at that first pitch. Strike. He had the time run at third. 1 out, and he smacks it up the middle, and that's good. That's good enough for base hit and an RBI. And just like that, we have another tied ball game. 11 runs apiece. Todd Gray scores the winning run.
Tying run,
excuse me. Tim Clark, good contact there. Yeah, Todd Gray's coming home and scoring the tying run. You got Mr. Brett's out there in relief for Tim Clark. Good strategy there.
Ball.
You notice Ted keeping it in tight on Coppin because he likes to hit to right.
Yeah, Coppin leading off now.
1-1.
And throws it behind him.
Oh!
Yeah, throwing some weird stuff there. I didn't see a whole lot of movement on that softball.
Might have tried that knuckleball, but the wind took it.
Yeah, it seems like it.
3-1.
Well, 3-1 count. I think it's the first time we've seen a 3-1 count in this game.
Yeah, and you certainly want them to hit their way on in the 9th inning. You don't want to give any free passes.
And Coppin up the middle. And it's going to be a base hit. And here comes Brett rounding second, going to third. And he will be safe at third. And with 1 out?
1 out.
1 out. We have the go-ahead run at third for the Hamlin Pub Softball Club. Now you got Dan Rubel at bat. Gonna be
Good pitch.
Strike one, yeah, nice and inside there. Yeah, Rubel up at bat, 1 out. Smacks it to the right side, and it's gonna go through. And here comes Brett. He gets the go-ahead run there, and just like that, the Hamlin Pub Softball Club takes the lead. 12-11 here.
It's certainly been going back and forth.
And Dan Rubel with a clutch hit there, clutch RBI hit there. With 1 out, Chris Allen at bat.
This is where you want anything except on the ground. Get that last run in there from third.
Chris Allen smacks into
that might bleed in there.
Left center field, and it does. And here it comes. Oh, and he hits the ball, and he will be safe. Umpire called him safe. Coppin scores. It is 13-11 now. And Hamlin Pub definitely taking advantage of that unlimited runs rule in this 9th. They already have
1 out.
They already have 3 in this inning alone after being down by 1 as the inning started, 11-10, but now it's 13-11 now in favor of Hamlin Pub. And now here's Carmone still in there after injuring, looked like his ankle earlier, toughing it out, tough as nails, and he smacks it left side. And it's good. It's going to drop. 1 run will score. It looks like 2 runs will score. And just like that, it is 15-11 now. Hamlin Pub, a 2-run RBI for Tony Carmone. And he's going to stay out there, it looks like. Oh, no, maybe not.
Nope, we got a runner.
Yeah, we got a pinch runner there. Yeah, I was going to say Tony Carmone's definitely favoring lower body injury still. But, yeah, a clutch 2-run RBI there to extend the lead. It's 15-11 now. They're Hamlin Pub's largest lead today against Guns N' Hoses. Here comes Tom Allen, and that's the hit he wanted. Base hit there, and he, last inning definitely hit a ball that he didn't get all of his power and contact like he wanted to, but that time he gets a nice, beautiful hit. And he's at first base now, and you got Joe Mirabli leading off.
I see Joe backing out. He's looking to go right side here if he gets the right pitch.
Ball 1.
And ball 1, you got 2 guys on with 1 out. And a smack for Joe. And it's going to drop, it looks like. That's a fair ball. And here comes all the runs. Here comes all the runs for Hamlin Pub. 1 run will score. And just like that, extending the lead 16-11 for Hamlin Pub. Now you got Don Jenkins at bat.
One still.
But yeah, a big inning, a huge inning here for Hamlin Pub. Guns and Hoses has to figure something out with one run. Still one run, or one out, excuse me. For Guns and Hoses, they got to find a way to get out of here, get out of this inning quick.
This is what the open inning's all about.
And Hamlin Pub taking their largest lead. Jenkins up the middle, and it's going to be scooped up. And he's going to be safe at first. Nice hustle there by Jenkins. A run will score. That's Allen of Hamlin Pub. It is 17-11 now is your score. You got 2 outs now.
There wasn't much you could do with that grounder. It slowly hit.
Yeah, and you got Tony Sokol at bat, trying to extend this inning for Hamlin Pub. Sokol smacks into center field, and it looks like it's going to drop. It's going to drop, and here comes the runners for Hamlin Pub. One run will score. 2 runs will score. And it looks like 3 runs will score. And just like that, yeah, 3-run home run, and inside the park home run. 3 runs have scored. It is 20-11, just like that. The floodgates have opened. A huge inning for Hamlin Pub. Got Doug Bretz leading off now.
Well, I knew Hamlin could hit the ball, and it was just a matter of time before they woke up a little bit, and I think they finally done that. Better late than never.
Absolutely, and now you got Bretz leading off, a speedster. He's had a decent game today. But yeah, this has definitely been Hamlin Pub's best inning. And what a perfect timing, too. 9th inning. You're down by 1 run heading into the 9th inning. Now you scored 10 runs, I do believe. Yeah, they were down 11-10 heading into the 9th, and now it's 20-11 in favor of Hamlin Pub. So 10 runs have been scored in this inning alone for Hamlin Pub. You got 2 outs now. You got Bretz at bat. Smacks it. It's going to be over the head of number 15 there. That's Ken Hammond of Guns and Hoses. Another hit for Hamlin Pub. Bretz at first, and now you got Dave Whitkin at bat. And yeah, we got some spectators here now. We got some, seems like other players from the other leagues or other divisions checking this game out. Now, I don't blame them. This game has been very interesting, very exciting from the get-go. From the first inning, and now we're in the top of the 9th. Excuse me. Hamlin Pub has opened up the floodgates. They're up 20-11 now with 2 outs. Whitkin at bat, smacks it up the middle, throws it back to the pitcher, and he will be out. And it will be out. Nice double play there. And that'll do it for the top of the 9th. Now, Guns and Hoses. We haven't had to say it's too much today, but they're down. They're down big, 9-run deficit for Guns and Hoses. They gotta have a big inning in this bottom of the 9th. But we're heading to the bottom of the 9th, and it's 20-11. Hamlin Pub over Guns and Hoses.
And, you know, I've not seen, you're never really out of it in softball. You saw how many runs that Hamlin Pub put up, and I've seen Guns and Hoses do the same thing on many occasions. We're going to start off, I guess, with Steve Nicola, the leadoff batter. Dave Weedbush is out with an injury now. I think he turned something going around second 2 innings ago. So we're going to start off with the number 2 hitter, Steve Nicola.
Yeah, and having Dave Weedbush out, that's a big loss for Guns and Hoses. Your leadoff guy, I mean, he's done everything. He's hit the ball, he's scored runs, he's made some great plays out in right field. Having him out is
it hurts.
Yeah, it's definitely a heartbreak for Guns and Hoses. Something, especially in this situation. This is the last inning, bottom of the 9th. You know, obviously you don't have the 5-run limit, but a bat like Dave Weedbush, you're definitely missing. And in this situation, you need a bat like Dave Weedbush, but we're not going to see him out here due to injury. As you mentioned, Ozzy, you got Steve Nicola leading off, so we'll see what he can do in this. But yeah, this is the bottom of the 9th. It's 20-11.
Ball 1.
Hamlin Pub over Guns and Hoses. Guns and Hoses pretty dominant most of the game, and then Hamlin Pub had a huge 9th inning. And a nice smack out into left field. A great leadoff hit for Steve Nicola of Guns and Hoses. And that's exactly what Guns and Hoses needed to start off this inning. Now you got Ken Hammond at bat.
There you go, right back at him.
Yeah, trying to extend this inning. Down by 9, they got to get something going. Another smack out to left center field this time. And oh, nice grab there. A little confusion out in the left center field, but a good, nice adjustment there by Hamlin Pub. But yeah, that's the first out of this inning for Guns and Hoses. And you got Mike Langford at bat. The meat of the order, as Ozzie mentioned earlier.
3, 4, and 5, all big hitters.
Yeah, as he mentioned earlier today. So Langford at bat. He's had a decent day today. Definitely need that bat now. And he smacks it right past shortstop. Nice base hit there. Oh, he's going to extend it. Oh, nice one-out double. 2 guys in scoring position, 1 out. And here comes number 19, Larry Mercer. Good utility player, part of that meat of the lineup. The 5th hitter in this lineup for Guns and Hoses. 1 out. 2 guys in scoring position, 2nd and 3rd. Mercer at bat. Chance to get some runs in for Guns and Hoses. He smacks it right up right center field, and it's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. It is 20-11 now, or 20-12, excuse me. Still in favor of Hamlin Pub, but Guns and Hoses on the board to start off the bottom of the 9th here with 1 out. And you got Doug Schurig at bat. Smacks into left side.
That's a fair ball.
It's going to be a fair ball. 1 run will score. Possibly a 2nd one. And he's held up, Mercer at 3rd by Pat Radeye. And it's 20-13 now with 1 out.
That's a safe play, holding him up at 3rd there. You know, you need too many runs to take a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. And with 1 out, yeah, you can't risk getting that 2nd out.
Plus, you got a good stick coming to the plate in Riley.
Yeah, Riley at bat. Didn't like that pitch too much. Ball 1 there, but 20-13 now is your score. And a foul ball to the right of us. Yeah, thank God for the fence here today.
Yeah. Mark obviously trying to hit right side on that shot.
Yep, and he's still going to that side, and a bobble everywhere. And keeps it in the infield. That's actually a nice play for Hamlin Pub because a run did not score. It didn't get past the infield. But now you got bases loaded with 1 out for Guns and Hoses. Nice contact there by Mark Riley, and now you got Tom Reban at bat.
A very good hitter, too, I must say.
And he's using those special kind of bats for 70-year-old and up, the orange tape. And he smacks out to the left field.
Got under it a little bit.
And it's caught. That'll be the 2nd out in the inning. A run will score, though. It is 20-14 now, but you have 2 outs. Guns and Hoses. This is an interesting situation now. You got Pat Radeye at bat. Pat Radeye's got to keep his team alive with a base hit.
I've seen it happen before.
20-14, 6-run lead for Hamlin Pub. A huge 9th inning they had. Pat Radeye smacks it under.
It's the ball game.
That'll be it. That is the final out of the game. And what a great game this was between 2 of the top teams of this league, Guns and Hoses and Hamlin Pub. But Hamlin Pub with that huge 9th inning, they get the victory, a comeback victory nonetheless. And just like that, the game is over. Hamlin Pub wins this one, 20-14 over Guns and Hoses. Great game. Well, yeah, it was a beautiful day for softball. Yeah. Great back and forth matchup for most of the game, but then that 9th inning happened, and Hamlin Pub came alive and scored 10 runs to secure the victory. So, Ozzie, thank you so much for having me here today. Thank you to everybody, Warren TV, all the players, all the teams out here today in Warren, Michigan at Halmich Park, calling this game between two of the top teams, Hamlin Pub and Guns N' Hoses. But your final score after that craziness is 20-14, Hamlin Pub over Guns N' Hoses. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Zach Bryce. This is Ozzy Zamora. Thank you for joining us. You guys have been amazing. Thank you. So long. Enjoy the day. And as always, stay safe out there, my friends.